What's up, my Ninja Warriors? This is the Ninja Warrior 21 here, bringing you guys a Pokemon or a UU battle. This is Jigsaw, aka Jigsaw. What is it? Jigsaw, Jamie Jigsaw. So make sure to go ahead and subscribe to my opponent below. He's definitely good battler, and he has some cool content. So make sure to go ahead and look him up. His YouTube is Jamie Jigsaw. So yeah, and yeah, I would definitely. So looking at his team, I mean, my team matchup isn't that bad. I mean, like I have Mega Blastoise, which is like really nice work versus him, especially since I do have the Aura Spheres for the Empoleon, which is really cool. And I can also hit his entire team hard. Like nothing in a team can really comfortably switch into a Mega Blastoise, which is definitely good. And he has the Mega Ampharos, which can definitely potentially put in work versus me. Because I do have the Mammothspine and the Florges to pressure it, although it can beat like half my team, I think, or like almost 3/4 of it actually. However, Mammothspine is still threatening versus his team, then it might actually not end up mattering, because like Mammothspine actually destroys him. Like he doesn't really have much that can actually take that thing on, which is definitely very good for me. I also have Banded Darmanitan, which can actually potentially destroy his team. And maybe I could have let off of it. Looking back on it, I could have let off with Banded Darmanitan, although it wouldn't have really made a difference considering what he let off with. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop into the battle. Actually, yeah, I don't think Stark Darmanitan would have been able to take a hit though. After like, so my opponent's gonna lead off with Mienshao. I mean, if I had for Darmanitan, I would have outsped though, so I don't see the point. I still have my Blastoise. And Blastoise, I'm gonna switch out because I don't want my Blastoise getting weakened for that Darmanitan, because I have nothing for Darmanitan. Like that thing can actually sweep me if I'm not careful. I can actually get swept by that thing pretty easily. So that's definitely something to watch out for. As I'm just gonna go hard on my physical defensive Fortress, because the only purpose my Fortress has versus his team is to A, get up rocks, and to B, take on Mienshao. Like basically, once Mienshao, if I get rid of Mienshao, then Fortress is literally useless. Like it can't do anything versus his team. So I'm gonna get up rocks, which is one of the only things I can actually do, which is good, because rocks are definitely gonna pressure his team, as well as being able to pressure Darmanitan, one of the biggest threats to my team. As I go for the Gyro Ball here. I mean, alternatively, I could have gone for the Bull Switch, but the thing is, if you went into Empoleon, again, like I still had Heal-Wisp for that thing, and if you went into Darmanitan, that thing would have been weakened, which would have been really good for me. And if you went Gligar, it wouldn't have really mattered. So I'm able to weaken that Azelf, which is definitely really good for my Mammothspine, because now he's in Mammothspine Ice Shard range, which is definitely something that I was looking forward to. As I do expect a Fire type move here, which is why I'm just going to go right hard into my Florges. As Florges will be able to take any one hit that he goes for, which is really good. As I'm now able to fire off a Moonblast. If it goes back into Empoleon, so be it. As Empoleon is his like only Moonblast switching, but if he goes to Empoleon, I don't really mind that. As he goes with a Taunt, probably expecting like a Wish or something. As fortunately, I just go right for the Moonblast, and I'm able to get rid of Azelf, which is one of the biggest threats to my team. So yeah, getting rid of that thing is definitely very nice for me. So yeah, so he goes into his Empoleon as, okay, let me pause it actually. So I'm gonna switch out, as I'm now going to just go into my Helios. As he goes with the Flash Cannon, which is fine, because I didn't really expect him to be able to do anything, because Helios is a pretty good switch into Empoleon in general. And now here I'm actually going to just fire off a Thunderbolt, because I didn't really see much of a downside to firing off a Thunderbolt at this point. So he's going to switch out into the Ampharos, which can sort of take a Thunderbolt, but not really, because it doesn't really appreciate a Thunderbolt. As, I'm just gonna switch out here, because, like, after a Mega Evolution, he's gonna time towards this Thunderbolt, and I have to switch out. Like, I cannot stay in, because I am locked into Thunderbolt, since I am Specs, Specs Heal-Wisp. So I'm just gonna go hard into my Spadef Florges, since I figured that Florges was my best play, especially if he Focus Blasted, anticipating Mammothspine to come in, predicting the Bull Switch. But no, he just goes right for the Bull Switch. Definitely a good play by my opponent. Not knowing that I wouldn't risk Mammothspine. He definitely get good play as he goes into his Darmanitan. As now I actually go for the U-turn here, Because I figure, okay, if he has U-turn, that means he's probably not Sheer Force Life Orb. Because if he is, I mean, that would suck. But like the thing is that most Darmanitan in the tier are either Scarf or Banded. So I'll go for the Protect, and he goes for the U-turn. Now the second I see U-turn, I'm like, okay, this thing's probably Scarf or Banded. Because normally when you see U-turn, you don't think Sheer Force Life Orb or like anything other than Choice in UU tier. So I'm actually just gonna fire off. I believe I just fire off a Wish, I think, or a Moonblast. I forget. I believe I just Wish here though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just Wish as he goes into Empoleon, because I knew that Moonblast wouldn't really matter versus Empoleon, and I figured I could just heal myself up potentially. So yeah, I just go right for the Wish. As I'm just, so at this point I'm like, okay, Fluidity is actually pretty important for me. So I'm actually, as he's just gonna restore HP with leftovers. Now I actually go for the Protect here, as my opponent makes another good play here by going for the Stealth Rocks. So that was definitely another good play by my opponent going for the Stealth Rocks, knowing that I would either Protect or switch into the Heliolisk. Yeah, that was definitely a good play by my opponent going for the Stealth Rocks. As I'm actually gonna go hard into Blastoise here, I believe. And the reason I just go Blastoise is because A, he's probably gonna Flash Cannon, and I can tank that pretty easily, and then I can just retaliate with an Aura Sphere. As he just actually goes for the Ice Beam, anticipating the Heliolisk, as he actually ends up getting a crit versus me, which is a bit unfortunate, and that actually comes into play later on, believe it or not. As I'm actually gonna go for the Aura Sphere here. And the thing is, I actually get a crit Aura Sphere, which is actually really bad, because without the crit, he probably wouldn't have been in Torrent. So it's actually really bad for me, because now he's going to be able to get off a Torrent boosted Scald. Not only does he get off a Torrent boosted Scald, but he actually gets another crit, which is huge, because now I'm actually in range of Darmanitan. And so at this point, I have a bit of a panic attack at this point, because I'm like, oh crap, I'm gonna get wrecked by Darmanitan. But then I realized that Stealth Rocks plus Recoil is gonna eventually kill him. So I guess it's not the end of the world. I also have my own Darmanitan, which might be able to live up Flare Blitz, as he goes into his Darmanitan, which is gonna get weakened by the Stealth Rocks. So yeah, the Stealth Rocks were definitely huge this match. As he goes right for the Flare Blitz, which is going to be able to take out my Mega Blastoise from the range it's at. However, I do have my own Blastoise, which might be able. So at this point, I'm just praying that my own Blastoise can actually live it. My own Darmanitan can actually win a speed tie or something, or at least outspeed him. So we got my Darmanitan, we got his Darmanitan, we go chilling. So he goes right for the Scarf Flare Blitz. I live the Scarf Flare Blitz on 4 HP. As I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz of my own, as that is going to be a double down. However, I did get rid of Darmanitan, which was the Pokemon that could have potentially swept me. So now I'm looking pretty good, considering the fact that I just got rid of the biggest threat to my entire team, which is definitely very good for me. So he actually goes into his Mega Ampharos. So I go into Mamoswine because it beats 3 out of the 4 Pokemon that he could have potentially gotten into right now. Like there was only one Pokemon that he could have gotten into that could have actually scared me out, which was that Mienshao. So fortunately, he does not go Mienshao, as I will be able to take out the Mega Ampharos with the Earthquake, which is great. Because now, I believe the score is 4-2, I believe. Yeah, I believe it is 4-2 me, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. As he goes into Mulan, the, Mienshao. As I'm just gonna go hard switch out, because I need Mamoswine to win the game. It is definitely not something that I can risk at this point. As I'm just gonna go hard into my Florges, since I figured that my Florges could take any one hit that his Mienshao has to go for. As he just goes right for the Drain Punch, which is a decent amount. Now I'm actually just gonna fire off a Moonblast here, because the thing, he only has 2 Mons left. He has the Mienshao, and he has the Gligar. That's it. And I'm actually winning 4-2 at this point. So he goes right for the U-turn, and I just go right for the Moonblast, because alternatively I could have just Wish Protected, but I didn't feel like I needed to at this point. Like I felt like I already had this game in the bag. Like I felt like I didn't really need that to happen. So I'm just gonna ride for the Moonblast, and which is pretty huge because this Moonblast is gonna most likely put him in range of a Specs Hyper Voice from my Heliolisk. Which, unless if he Roost though, because if he Roost, then he's definitely gonna be able to put himself out of range of Hyper Voice. However, if he goes for the Roost, that means I get a free switch in my Mamoswine. So I'm actually expecting him to go for the Roost here, knowing that he's in range of Heliolisk. But no, he actually ends up not going for the roost. Definitely good play by my opponent, probably expecting the Mammoth Spine, as he actually goes right for the Toxic. And now the only way my opponent can really win is if A, I miss Icicle Crash, or B, he gets like 5 protects in a row. So he actually ends up going for the protect, which is definitely a bit annoying. I actually did not expect protect at this point, so I was like, okay, the Icicle Crash just gets a kill, but he actually goes for the protect, as he's gonna go for the double protect. Does he get the double protect? Yes, he does get the double protect, which is definitely a bit unfortunate for me. However, if he doesn't get the triple protect, then it's not gonna matter at all. As fortunately, he does not get the triple protect, as I do connect with the Icicle Crash, which is huge, because now his Mienshao is gonna be 100% be in range of my Specs Heliolisk's Hyper Voice / Thunderbolt, because basically the roll for Specs Heliolisk versus Mienshao is literally 107% min. So a min roll Hyper Voice without rocks is a guaranteed OHKO. So I know that I should be able to win the game, even if Florges cannot live a Drain Punch somehow, or if he crit Fake Out, if he crits me with Drain Punch. Because even if he gets a crit with Drain Punch, like, I can still go into Mienshao, I can still go into Specs Heliolisk and most likely just straight up win the game. So let's go for the protect here, as he goes for the Fake Out. Now at this point I'm like, okay, I don't think Drain Punch can kill me, so this should be the 3-0 in my favor. I doubt Drain Punch can kill me. However, he does actually get the crit that I was talking about. However, I can now go into my Specs Heliolisk, and there is no way that a Life Orb Mienshao can outspeed a Heliolisk, because I believe I do outspeed by like 8 speed points. Yeah, I outspeed him by like 8 speed points, meaning that I will be able to go into my Specs Heliolisk, and I will be able to go for the Hyper Voice, as the Hyper Voice is going to take out the Mienshao, as that is going to be the very narrow 2-0 in my victory. So yeah, that was a really good game. That was a really good game, Jigsaw. I mean, there were definitely good plays on both sides, and I just feel like I had the matchup in my favor. Like, I felt like Mega Blastoise plus Mamoswine, plus the fact that Florges could wall your entire team was definitely unfortunate for you. And all I had to do is not lose to Darmanitan and not lose to Azelf, and there wasn't really much I was worried about. So yeah, if you make sure to go ahead and subscribe to Jamie Jigsaw on YouTube. If you guys enjoy this Pokemon ORASUU battle, make sure to go ahead, smash that like button, and I will see you guys next time.